funny. In all seriousness, today was my birthday, and I was secretly hoping it would happen today. I mean, hey, it's not Feast of Trumpets yet, though, but my next birthday will be a heavenly one. How exciting is that? But we're just sitting outside under the stars and under the lights, just having a cup of tea and just thinking about what the next few days hold, you know. We're thinking about that 3 days of darkness and the rapture on Tuesday.
So doesn't that mean tomorrow's a day of darkness?
On September 24th of this year, so 1 week from today, do not believe anything that you see or hear.
On Lib Talk, they're also predicting something bad is going to happen on September 24th, the same day Christian Talk is predicting the rapture. Wait, isn't that Rosh Hashanah, by the way? Bro, what is going on? Is that what it is? Is that what's going on? They just saw, like, I saw a Jewish name on my calendar. Oh, no, sorry. September 24th is one day after. That's the second day of Rosh Hashanah. I saw a Jew name on my calendar. Don't know how it got there. Obviously, it's Jesus Christ telling me. It's Jesus Christ's way of telling me, one of his most loyal servants, that is happening. I don't know. It sounded like a foreign name, Rosh Hashanah. When did everyone go insane? I don't know. I don't know exactly when it happened, but I think it was a slow burn.
And I'm not talking about your day-to-day grocery store run, chit-chat with colleagues.
My most hated coworker's last day is Tuesday. Christians better not this up for me. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Yo, what if your most hated coworker gets sucked up into the heavens and she's getting sucked up into the heavens? She's like, I told you, Kendra, you needed to find God in your heart, bitch. That's why I'm going into heaven, and my dog is too. See, my dog's going to heaven, but you're not.
I'm talking about anything startling, shocking, extraordinary, anything that you might consider remarkable, memorable. Why do I say this? Because one of my sources sent me an encrypted message tonight.
What?
And usually I get like a paragraph.
One of your sources? Dude, Lebanon exists is crazy. Not like the country. Lib-anon. Blue-anon, you know? I mean, this is... One of my sources left me some breadcrumbs about something crazy, a kinetic situation taking place.
At least, kind of explaining what they're talking about.
Fuck yeah.
Details of some sort. This was just one sentence, and in all caps it said, do not believe anything that you see or hear on 9/24. Now, this isn't one of my military buds that is sometimes wrong or gets delayed information or facts are skewed. This is someone I trust implicitly, has never been wrong. They have no reason to BS me. They don't BS. That's not who they are. They are very, one of those. I've known them most of my life. You don't have to take me seriously. I'm going to take it seriously. Now, what I find interesting, and I don't know if this has any connection to it, is the 24th is also the same day that Israel is going to internationally broadcast their trumpet ceremony. They're going to have 100 rabbis blowing 100 horns to celebrate, all the red heifers that they've burned. And apparently they're going to have all of the ashes leading back all the way to Esther, which reminds me of something. Project Esther. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to my profile.
Ooh. Wait, the libs are like based anti-Israel now? What's going on? What's happening? Or not based? I don't know. I only heard Project Esther. I don't know what she said beforehand. Are they the good kind of based or the bad kind of based? Like the Groyper kind? Not based? Because Project Esther is Project 2025's component, like the same thing that they're doing to silence dissent and attack free speech by using the pro-Israel advocacy network and anti-Semitism allegations to silence any sort of criticism of the state, like opening up the floodgates of First Amendment being eroded. I'm not a go back person, but rewind the vid. What did she say? I was washing my hands.
I find interesting, and I don't know if this has any connection to it, is the 24th is also the same day that Israel is going to internationally broadcast their trumpet ceremony. They're going to have 100 rabbis blowing 100 horns to celebrate, all the red heifers that they've burned. And apparently they're going to have all of the ashes leading back all the way to Esther.
Wait, no, she's not. She's not a lib. I mean, she's a crazy person for. No, she's doing this is not lib talk, chatters. This is literally also rapture shit. No, she's literally saying like this is the end times prophecy. This is the whole reason why the schizos over on the evangelical Zionist side, evangelical Christian Zionist side, like believe it. These are the events that need to take place for the rapture to be triggered. She's just describing them. I don't think she's a liberal at all. Is she? Check her other post. She's a lib. Is she like a liberal Christian Zionist then? Because what she's describing is what is what the red heifer guys believe in Israel. Like, oh, they found the perfect cow, the perfect red heifer that has not a single blemish, and then they burn it, and then it's the Jewish version of the not rapture, but like the Messiah comes back, right? But then the Christians think that that's when the rapture is triggered.
Which reminds me of something. Project Esther. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to my profile. I have a whole video, actually I have two, and they say Project Esther, where I explain what it is and what it's all about. Basically, you better fall into alignment, not be anti-Semitic, and, if you are, you're going to lose certain privileges, like access to the market, access to, society, etc. I go all through it, okay? But isn't it interesting how Project Esther is about anti-Semitism, and they're going to have the ashes from Esther on the 24th, and that also happens to be the day that I was just told, don't believe anything I see or hear. They didn't follow through, but I'm putting two and two together here. So I hope you can do the math here with me, because obviously here there's only so much I can say. Do the math.
As an empath, I am exhausted over all of this. This is awesome. Man, are Christians okay? Bro, I'm telling you right now, I think America and Israel are so deeply, so mentally ill. Like, we should just be left alone, dude. We need to be in like a walled garden style situation with our internet, and all of our nukes must immediately be dismantled. All of our weapons must be like dismantled and substituted for like water guns or something. And then we can just like play pretend and make believe, because we are not cut out for modern society. It is very clear that we are a powder keg. Both of our respective countries are fascist powder kegs that are only going to be worse for the rest of the planet. Okay? Yeah, I used to say, oh my God, you're right. Both of us are Britain's greatest mistakes. I used to say that we need to do a Florida project, but honestly, low key, it's not a Florida project. It's an America project, dude.
Paying attention to all of the accounts that are claiming a rapture is going to happen on the 23rd of this month. I want everyone to look at them, to screenshot them, to save these videos, download them to your phone. Make sure you have all of this stuff. The reason why is because all of these people who are claiming that the rapture is going to happen on the 23rd, they are going to be revealing themselves to be false prophets, false teachers.
Wait. Well, I thought he was going to be like, oh, these guys are all stupid. Like, you can make fun of them. No, it turns out they're actually agents of Satan. So even the guy with the Christian cross t-shirt, okay, the tactical Christian cross t-shirt, even he has something to say, and it's not even like sane.
Deceitful workers. These people who are claiming this are lying to you. And I want to make sure that because they're lying to you, you stop trusting them. You stop believing the lies that they're telling you. So when the rapture does not happen on the 23rd or 24th, you're going to be able to say, oh yeah, these people were lying. I should not be asking them or leaning on them, trusting them in any way to teach me anything theological, anything biblical, because what they have been saying is nothing but blatant lies.
Like he's not saying that the rapture is not going to happen. He's just taking issue with the rapture happening like on Tuesday. Do you understand? Like the voice of reason on the Christian side here is also the guy who's saying like, no, I just know when the real rapture is going to take place. I'm not going to tell you when, but it's definitely not Tuesday. God told me.
In order to gain attention. It is what I refer to as rapture baiting. This is like clickbait, but in regards to the rapture, because it is trendy, it's topical, it's something that people have an interest in, but these people are absolutely lying to you, and they're trying to use that subject to gain viewers. So just take note of who these people are and make sure that you stop following them once it is shown that they have been lying to you this entire time. Also, I was going to go live this afternoon. I'm not going.
This is literally Shroud, but instead of being the Shroud of video games, he decided to be the Shroud of the Bible. Okay? He is the Shroud of understanding the Bible, bro. That I trust this guy a lot more than I trust the other kooky ladies. Hell yeah.
Going to do that anymore because I have a migraine. So instead, I am icing my neck and I'm spending some time watching A Messenger of Truth. So not only do I recommend that you follow him on TikTok where they're like 10-second videos, but also follow him on YouTube where he has the most of his followers, I believe, and these videos are like 20 minutes to 40 minutes. They're longer format and they are always great. So big shout out, A Messenger of Truth. Go follow him. He's fantastic.
Yeah, I feel like God smited you for daring to take on the real believers of the rapture.
Some people are saying that rapture will happen on September 23rd, 2025 because of
Where'd they get this idea, bro?
the Feast of Trumpets. Sounds convincing, right? Trumpets, end times, dates on the calendar, but that's not actually biblical. So why people are saying that the September 23rd is going to be the time when the rapture will happen? Well, every year people connect the Feast of the Tabernacles with the rapture because of the verses like the trumpet of God in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. But here's the problem. They say the same thing in 2017, 2020, 2023, and nothing happened. Date setting keeps recycling. You must understand this about the Jewish feast. They're actually powerful prophetic pictures. The Passover was Christ crucified, first fruits, his resurrection, Pentecost was when the Spirit was poured out, and there's 3 more feasts that are coming, and it's the Feast of Trumpets, Atonement, and Tabernacle. Now they do point to Christ, and they do point to God's redemptive plan. Trumpets is his second coming, the rapture of the church, which I believe.
Isn't it crazy that these guys are better represented in American politics than every single person in here? Like, think about that. The Republican Party gives them treats all the time. The Democrats look to you with disdain and think, oh, you're spoiling the bag. You're it up. Just vote for us. Shut up and vote for us. Why won't you? Meanwhile, the Republican Party's like, that guy is my guy. I'm going to do everything he wants. Okay? Has your position on religion changed at all throughout my life? Yes. Absolutely. I was never a committed believer, but I was more militant in my I was more militant in my atheism as opposed to where I've landed at now, where I just think people can believe whatever nonsense they want to believe. Honestly, I don't really give a shit as long as it's not harming others. Now you believe in the Church of Satan? Yeah. This is the guy that started the conspiracy?
The answer that came out of my mouth.
Yeah.
I saw a man in heaven. Those were my words. Fast forward, 2018, again, in a vision, in a dream. I don't see him in.
Is this a pastor with a cause figure behind him? I'm sorry. I can't take you seriously as a man of God. If you got a bear brick behind you, bro, no way, no how, no shot, ain't no way, bro. What if it was a Labubu? Everyone knows Labubus are agents of Satan. What are you talking about? It's Pazuzu. If it was a Labubu, I would just know that he's a false prophet. Duh. Everyone knows that. Stupid. Ugh. God, you're clearly not Christian talk like I am. All right, let's get back to my favorite guy.
It was the same event. Also, the atonement is when Israel will repent and acknowledge Jesus as their Messiah.